Next project on my 1966 Lincoln Continental is actually removing the battery tray. I thought about replacing it. I do need the hardware for the top, but I was contemplating whether or not I was going to restore or clean up my current battery tray versus replace it altogether. So the first thing I want to do is assess that, and in order to assess that, I need to take the battery tray out. So here is my battery tray, which, just looking at it does not look great, but there's 40 plus years of one battery sitting in here. And so there's some residual, acid from that battery. So in order to take this out, you'll see that there's actually 2 half-inch bolts. I've already sprayed them down with PB Blaster overnight. So now we're going to take those out and see what the condition of this tray is and what it looks like underneath and the surrounding areas. Or broken them loose. And so now it's just simply taking and loosening both of these bolts. One bolt off and one more bolt to go. The bolts are now out of the equation, and it looks like the only thing left to do is pry this out. So I've come to the conclusion that that is not a bolt, but it is something that appears like it's a pressed in, and that's what was preventing it from coming out. However, the tray now appears that it wants to obey and will come out successfully. Hopefully the hardware doesn't slip, because I'm one-handed right now, holding the camera in my other hand. So this is now out. This is what the rest of it looks like. So that will be a cleanup project for another day, but let's get started on cleaning up this battery tray and see what it looks like when we're done. All right, it's now time to soak the battery tray, and what I'm going to soak it in overnight for the next 24 hours is I'm going to put it in some Evapo-rust. Now the idea here is I just want to get this full thing submerged, and it's now just under the Evapo-rust. All right, so this has been soaking for just over 24 hours in Evapo-rust, and so I'm now going to clean it up with a maroon Scotch-Brite to see how much cleaner it will be. After spending about 5 minutes cleaning both sides using a Scotch-Brite, I then cleaned it up just with a regular rag and some simple green. And this metal is actually really, really good. This is 100% salvageable, so I won't have to go with a reproduction battery tray. I won't have to change over to the other style that bolts on and holds the battery down with the clamp on the side. I will be able to use this OEM one. The only thing that I'm going to have trouble with, and I'm determined to find one, is to find the battery hold down where it uses the J-hook on the engine side, and then it bolts to a tab right next to the fender on the body side. Apparently they are unicorns. Some have said that they've seen maybe 2 in the last 20 years, but mark my words, I will find one.